Hello, everyone.
guys!
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna explain the technical difficulty right away and just get this out of the way.
Where's hold on, where's our beverage?
Oh wait, here.
Okay. All right. So
It's been quite a day.
it's been a long day. Cheers, everyone.
Can you guys hear us
Welcome.
okay? Let us know if you can hear us. We are actually doing this live. There goes a big truck.
We are somewhere in
doing
the
it.
middle of South Central France.
The Wi-Fi is terrible. We couldn't get it to work on our computers, so we've balanced our phone on the top of our computers. And we're doing it this way. There's probably gonna be background noise because people are coming in and out of the restaurant, but we wanted to come. So we were told there was really good Wi-Fi in this area, and it's not so.
It's not the best, but however, so here we are.
All right, you guys can hear us, yay. All right, and also comments I'm trying to look at on my computer. So we're gonna do the best we can to get to the comments, but they won't come up on the phone, so it's kind of crazy.
Not to bore you with technicalities, however, I am just for a moment. We tried to go ahead and start on time. I know we're like 5 minutes late. I tried to use a third-party software to go live, which we always used. Unfortunately,
Croatia!
it did not work. So,
Okay, we gotta pause for just a second.
We're gonna go from
How
there.
come we can't see their comments over here?
Because that's a different stream now. All right, so
Hold on, guys.
essentially-
Because I want to get to your comments, so I'm gonna see if I can call it
So
up on
the
my
way
phone.
it's gonna work is that we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna go live. The way it works
Hi,
essentially, the
Australia.
way for Jessica and I is that we go ahead and we do a hold on a second. Why
I'm just trying to see if I can get the comments on my phone. Now, I know we sound like we totally don't know what we're doing. Listen, this is what happens when you're in the middle of nowhere and you need Wi-Fi and you're doing a live. Will is awesome. We have multiple backup options. He's gone through different types of things on our computers, our phones now. Hi, Singapore. Hi, Canary Islands. Oh my gosh, you guys are from everywhere. So it's complicated, but we got it working. I feel like we're going old school here.
We are good.
Okay, so I can
now
see the
you
comments
can see us,
here.
You can
All right.
see this. We're good.
So if I'm looking down,
at you.
and
We're
if
very
I'm
happy.
and if I'm looking down, that's because I'm looking at comments. So we apologize.
Hey,
so
Ann.
let's
All
see.
right.
Let's just go back and say hi to everyone. Hi V&W Travels. Hi Helly. La 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 la. Hi Olympic Song. Croatia. Yes. Pacific Northwest. Rebecca. Australia. Zeke. I can't
Basically,
get mine
she's
to
looking at
play.
her own laptop.
Hi, Anne. You can't get yours to play. Uh-oh. I hope you can hear us now. Julia. All right, you can hear us. Zeke, it's 2 a.m. Oh my gosh, Zeke, you get the award for coming
Good
in
morning,
at 2 a.m.
Or
Yeah.
I hope you're coming home from a very good night.
And Canary Islands, Singapore. Now you can hear us. Awesome. St. Louis. Oh my God, guys, this is awesome. Okay, so I feel bad that the people beside us have to listen to our live, but maybe they'll become subscribers after this. All right, so that's I'll do that. You do that. Okay.
Yep. All right.
All right. So where are we, Will?
Okay, are you ready?
I feel like totally manic right now. I feel like we're on the side of a cliff with our phone,
I'm
like trying to get
waiting
Wi-Fi.
for you to sort of just like manage the intro because at this point,
Okay.
you know,
I'm not-
I don't want to derail this train of just
Okay.
like love at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna stop for a minute and let Will talk because I know some people get really annoyed when we cut
I've
each
got
other
nothing to
off.
say. I'm
Go,
done.
Go.
I'm
go,
done. Hi.
Go.
Hi. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good beer, good Camino, buen Camino, buen Chamin,
No.
which is
Bon chemin.
bon Chamin, right?
Which is how you say.
Good Camino, buen
Yeah,
Camino.
in French.
Have a nice walk.
All right,
Have
so
a nice day.
so we are on another Camino.
We're on another Camino. Surprise, surprise. This is like the Camino that almost did not happen for us.
The idea was to do this Camino. If you don't know what the Camino is, it's last year we did a 44-day hike. Where's the camera on this over here?
It's right there, yeah.
Sorry guys. We did a 44-day hike with the kids across Spain and we vlogged the entire thing. We did daily vlogs of it. And so we wanted to do that again this summer with the kids.
However,
it was,
don't fret. We're not going for 44 days.
No, we're not. We're only going to have 4 days of vlogs because we have some other plans that need to happen before snow falls.
Yep.
So you want to tell them about that?
Yep. So, all right. Wow. That's a little awkward.
Sorry guys,
Essentially-
we dropped you because we've totally Jimmy rigged this up. Now
All
we're
right.
looking at our boobs.
There
Okay.
you go. Mine are luscious.
Okay,
Okay.
don't move too much. Don't kick the table.
Okay, I think we're good right there. All right. So basically, all right. So we are here in the middle of
South Central France.
And what we're doing is, you're jumping way too fast here. By
I'm
the
sorry.
way.
Go
You're
ahead.
jumping
I'm
way too fast.
overexcited.
We are here doing the Camino Le Puy, which is not a very often walked Camino, especially for those people who do, like, for the first time they do Camino Frances, which starts in like the Pyrenees Mountains in France and goes all the way to the end to Finisterre, to the Atlantic Ocean.
Or they do the Norte or the Portugal one.
Right. For us, we're doing one that starts more in cheese country here because we're big cheese snobs.
Which has been really great so far.
And essentially, we started day one today, and it's been fantastic. And I like to say that although the weather was a little touch and go today,
Yeah.
this is a very solitude type of Camino.
Yeah, we hiked for 2 hours before we saw another human being, which, if you know anything about the Saint-Jean-Pied start, Saint-Jean-Pied, did I say that right? Pied-de-Port start, you start with massive amounts of people depending on the time of year. So I'm sorry our heads are cut off, but this is the way the phone kind of has to be for it not to fall off.
They get to see more of me.
They get to see more of it, yeah. He is really cute.
We're very happy here.
So we didn't see people for a while, a long time, and honestly, through the course of our whole hike today, we probably saw what?
I saw like 10
people. So it was really weird for us because we're not used to that from our previous hike. But it was also really nice because we got to reflect and kind of decompress. And we've been the last 2 weeks we've been house sitting for friends, and Will and I, if we seem a bit manic, although I know I always seem manic, we have been working like 14 days straight around the clock. So we're a bit tired when we came on the hike.
Okay, so that is where we are now.
That's where we are.
So let's give you guys a recap between where we were and where we've been. But I don't know, before we do the recap.
The comments aren't updating, so why don't you give the recap and I'll try to.
So for the last, so last time we did a live was like in Turkey, and so I'm not going to bore you with everything we've done since Turkey because it's been a lot. However, let me recap you from where we are since the videos that you've seen, because the last video that we uploaded was essentially in, where was the last one? Romania. So we've done a lot since Romania, and so we went to the Ukraine, and we were there for essentially 10 days, around there, like 6 days, and we saw a whole bunch there. We went to
Chernobyl.
We went to Chernobyl, which was outrageously amazing. Oh my gosh! I start editing that one like 2 days from now. And then
we saw all the rest of Eastern Europe, basically.
And then we saw all the way up through like the Baltic states, so Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia.
I swear it's his first week.
And then we took a little break and we went to the United States. And so in the United States, we spent a good 1 month, almost like exactly a month to the day.
We split our time between New York City, Boston, and Maine, visiting family and friends, which was fabulous. But then, as you know, visiting family and friends and kind of eating a lot of bagels, we got a bit behind on everything work-wise.
Super behind.
And that's where we ended up house sitting for friends and kind of regrouping. Right. And we're still not completely regrouped, but we're getting there.
Essentially, we told ourselves, we knew that going to the U.S. was going to be just mayhem.
Yeah.
Social, which is fine.
Which we love. Which we love.
However, we knew that was not. No, we knew that was not necessarily.
Our people in the U.S. are watching.
No, but it wasn't necessarily sort of conducive towards getting vlogs done because if something's got to go, unfortunately, usually the editing goes. Right. So we went to the house sit. We got hyper focused on there. We edited like 5 different vlogs. I know it doesn't appear that way because they're not coming out that fast. However, they are coming fast and furious real soon.
And we have a surprise. Do you want to talk about the surprise now?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me do some comments, and then we've got a couple surprises for you guys. Okay. Let's see. Where was I with the comments? Hi, Daryl, St. Louis, MA Espace Design.
Cheers.
So cute. Be safe from Quebec. Hi, Quebec. Cristal, where are you? We just covered that one, so I think you probably heard that because I'm a bit behind on the comments. California, Suzanne, M from Australia. Oh my gosh, you guys are from everywhere. Let's see, Deb, have fun, enjoy your second Camino. Love my trip to Turkey and Morocco. Followed some of your adventures. Awesome. Turkey, Morocco, total thumbs up. You got to go there, guys. Daryl, bon chemin de Compostelle.
Are we frozen, by the way?
I've done this
because I'm frozen on there.
Le Puy, Oh, completing next year. Awesome. Process server, are you about to start El Camino or have you been walking some days already? We've been walking. This is our first day. Hi from Columbus, Ohio. Hi, Shirley. Let's see. Greetings from Netherlands, Barry. We're in the world with Karen and Wayne. Hi from San Francisco Bay. Aboard our friends aboard catamaran. Ooh, that sounds fun. Farkhana, will we visit Pakistan? Pakistan's on our list for when we do Asia. So in 2020, and I think it'll probably branch into 2021. We don't have exact dates of where we're going to be yet, but it is on list. So I think I'm caught up for comments. So do you want to?
Okay. Now, first of all, can everyone see us? Number one, because
yeah, give us a thumbs up if you can see us.
If you can see us,
and
please,
also give us a thumbs up on the live.
No, I'm a little concerned because we're kind of frozen. Okay, we can see it. We can see us now. All right, so now we're good. All right.
You think we're good now?
It was frozen on there.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not necessarily sure if that was working out, but now I think we're good. All right.
Okay.
All right. So what is the surprise? Only 15 minutes in. We got to this.
Cut to the chase. Let's just share.
All right.
Let's share.
So, and if you guys been following us in the community tab, we've been throwing stuff out.
Thanks for the thumbs up.
All over the place.
Click the thumbs up on the live too, please.
We've been throwing stuff out there on the community tab, so we had a couple announcements. Let me go ahead and do like the first one.
What's the first one you're gonna do?
The first one is that we're starting a podcast. Okay. Now this is interesting.
I'm resistant, guys.
Okay.
Will has been wanting to start a podcast for.
Well, basically, it's like one of two surprises. Okay.
There's several. Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, there's a couple of them, but the first one is we're starting a podcast, and we have a page up on buzzsprout.com. It's a podcast website. We're ready to go ahead and do our first episode. We have the outline there. We know what we're going to do. Unfortunately, these podcast things, they do take a little bit of time to make sure they sound right. We want to make sure that we actually have something to say for the most part, and we know what we're going to say.
I think we have a lot to say.
I think so.
I always have something to say.
But I think at the end of the day, though, you just can't jump on a mic and say, what are we going to talk about? Okay, let's go. So we're not scripting it, but we're trying to get it to a flow that gets you to the point that it doesn't look like we're just jumbling around.
And you guys can message us. Don't put it in the comments because we probably won't see it there. But if you want to send us a message or email me, Jessica at WorldTowning, at topics you want us to discuss on the podcast, let us know.
Right. So
I'm totally freaked out about the podcast, guys.
Well, we kind of are.
No, you're not. You're totally calm.
I'm super excited. I just want to make sure it's perfect, and so it's not going to be perfect unless we just we do it right.
I'm
so
worried because I don't like to start things and not bring them to fruition, and our time is pretty tight now with the business consulting with clients and the videos and the schooling and the traveling, and I'm worried that we're not going to be we're going to start it and then there's not going to be another episode released for like 2 months. So I finally agreed with Will and we kind of set a very strategic schedule that I think we're going to be able to meet, and I'm excited. Are you? I am excited,
sure about
but
that?
I'm super nervous. Super nervous.
So what is this podcast going to be about? It's going to be about, number one, about stuff like this. So basically, we're not going to be saying, hey, hi everyone, because it's going to be a podcast. However, we know that in the vlogs, there's so much that we want to share as far as our life is concerned. It's so much about how sort of we do what we do and hit sort of hard topics that actually have opinions.
And WorldTowning in general. Like, what does this mean? It's not just the weekly vlogs of us like going on an adventure. Like, you guys all seem to connect when we get and comment when we get deeper into stuff like the schooling part of it and the difficulties. Like, there are challenges. We want to talk about the challenges. We want to talk about the financial side of it, kind of all that stuff. And we cannot do that in a weekly vlog. It's just not possible.
Yeah. So essentially, we're going to do that. I mean, we're going to make these about 45 minutes in length. So if you're on your drive time commute, it's going to be there. We're going to release once a week.
So if you're not getting enough of us with the vlogs, you get to pot.
That is the plan?
You get to listen to us on the way to work.
And so we already have like the first 10 already mapped out as to what topics we're going to talk about and everything else. If we get inspired, because we like to go ahead and keep these sort of focused. And so, but if we get inspired, we may bring on some guests.
We may.
So if you have any guests that you think that may be someone you may want to have us talk to, now let me just give you an idea. The way that we're going to have these, it's very cute here. There's a lot of people here. But essentially, we're going to have a guest as it relates to the topic we're talking about.
Right.
So it's not like we're going to bring on guests. So let's talk to this family and hear their story. No, we're going to sort of have a topic, and we're going to bring on someone to go ahead and support our topic. And I think
And
that's the
maybe,
way it's
and
gonna be.
also someone to offer different perspective. Like we are, like our education style is kind of eclectic. World Schoolers is a traditional part. There's non-traditional. Maybe we'll bring on someone that's an unschooler, like it's
Right.
totally different from what I'm doing, or someone that has a kid in an international school.
Or
So we
RV
can-
Europe versus
RV US.
Australia or something. Right. So, we're looking to do that. So essentially be on the lookout for that. We're going to record next week because at this point this week is out of the question. And then once we get it up and everything else, it'll show up on your iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, wherever you find
And
your
we're-
podcast, we're going to be there.
We're going to go to podcast school because we have a tendency to cut each other off, particularly me.
Yep.
And that's not going to work on the
So
podcast.
we're going to ask you one question. When it's up, we will share it with you guys. We'll put it on the community tab. If you guys can do us like one huge favor, listen to it. That'd be great. Number one, and then number two, give an honest feedback. If you like it, then give it a rating, and that'll help it get circulated, and everything will be good. Don't lie. Don't sort of give us credit where it's not
can lie.
deserved. Or I guess so, but either way.
It's going to be so great. You're
But
not
we're
going to need
looking.
to
We're
lie.
looking for honest feedback at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are. We are really looking for honest feedback because we want this to be really great and a great resource for all of you.
Yep.
So we're going to really work on behaving properly, on voice together and not cutting each other off. It's really tough, but we're going
Yep.
to work on it. All right, let's go back to some comments and then
Let
we'll
me
step
turn
in.
this so that you look like. There you go. Hello.
Thank you, Werda, about the nice compliment about our Morocco videos. Daryl, I read that one already.
All right, so let's go back
Greetings
to
from Netherlands. Oh, I already got that. Sorry.
never mind.
All right. Oh, I got all the thumbs up. Awesome, guys. Thank you. I'm glad you can hear us. Mustafa, hello.
Hey.
Big hearts. Thank you, Michael. Peace. I love it. It's Paul, I think, right? Paul Telford in London, Canada. Hello. Oh my gosh, I love all the emojis
Process
process.
server. It's Carlos, right?
I don't remember the. I don't
think-
remember.
I
I was
think
in
it's
process
his name,
server. So let's see. Visiting the French Basque Country in September. Do you have good address on the cheese route? You're now a reference. No pressure. Oh, you can't go wrong with cheese in France unless you buy it at like the grocery store.
What we're
I mean,
learning
it's not
here-
so great at the grocery store. Go to the cheese people, but the cheese is awesome.
See, I'm cutting you off here. What we're learning
I
here.
don't mind, it's okay.
I know. So what we're learning here is that essentially, this area of France, they're known for their, get this, lentils. So weird.
And,
Lentils.
and we're
But-
vegetarians now.
But
so.
you know what? They're so good. I've
They
never.
are.
I listen. I was actually like telling myself last night. It's like if my 16-year-old self would actually look at myself and say I was saying I like lentils, I'd be like, what? Lentil flavored? Like maybe lentil flavored Doritos. But
That
but,
was- I mean,
but
that
not lentils like real lentils.
But Will's 16-year-old phase is like Doritos and chicken patties. So I think tell them the truth.
As a latchkey kid, I had the best that I had.
I like chicken patties too. It was my favorite lunch at school lunch when growing up.
I like pizza day on Wednesdays. Those are the best.
All right, Rebecca says, have you listened to the Minimalist podcast? They have a really good flow that has a very natural feel. I have, and they're fabulous. I think we have a lot of room to grow in that area, and sorry, the wind is blowing the camera.
Go like that.
And we're up for the challenge. We definitely are, and I know. We'll grow.
Yep.
It is what it is. Nuviette from Oakland. Hello. David from Toronto. Barry says, I'll be listening to the podcast. Always love to listen on my way to work. Awesome. Thank you. Amsterdamage. You're doing another Camino. Only 4 days. That's all we can do.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
We're
hitting it pretty hard though.
The reason we're only doing 4 days, did we say the reason? No.
Well, we started to jump in then when we sort of scaled it back because we're going too fast. But essentially, we have today being the 20th, which
Hi, Jack.
we have in 5 days we're boarding on a flight and we're heading towards Helsinki, and then at that point we are going on a boat to St. Petersburg, Russia. So we are super psyched about that.
Yeah, we've been dying to go to
We're
Russia.
going to be there for 3 days, and it's going to be just like the first time in Russia.
And then we're gonna take the ferry back to Estonia. We're gonna pick up lemonade, and then we're heading to Scandinavia. So the plan was to do the entire Camino, but the reason we're not is when we really started to look at how long it would take us and backing out the dates, that would put us in Scandinavia in like October, November, December, and we don't want to be there then. It's going to be really cold and snowy, and I'm sure beautiful, but lemonade does not like the snow. If you saw our vlog from Mount Olympus. It wasn't pretty, and I had like a complete breakdown being in the snow and sliding all over the place. So we had to cut this short in order to do that, and it happens.
It happens.
I mean, it happens. You know, it's sad, but it happens. So at least we're getting 4 days. We're happy about that. Let's see. Back to comments.
We're
Hi,
gonna
Jack.
binge on baguette and cheese.
Suzanne.
So it's funny because the food that you get on this Camino is very similar to the food that you get in Spain. However, it's twice the price and also twice as good. So
Yeah, it's a lot better.
that's what I would say is like the biggest
It's a lot
difference.
better.
I mean, everything
This Camino's
is
a lot more expensive.
It's a lot more expensive. I would say take your budget for Spain if you were doing the Camino budget, Camino budget for Spain, and like double it, and that becomes your Camino budget for France.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay, Suzanne said, you're loving couple stories on IG. Can't wait for the podcast, the Morocco trip. Yay, Morocco trip. Debbie on info on driver's license and car insurance, vehicle rental, all kinds of trips. Yes, we're definitely going to talk about that. Oh my gosh, Press Service says a heat wave is forecast for the week coming. Oh no. David Talon, are you going to come back sometime and pick up where you left off and walk to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port? That's the plan.
That would be nice. I mean, at this
that's
point,
my plan. I didn't tell
that
Will.
would be nice. If you think about it, okay.
You don't want to do that?
It's not that I want to
It's
do
couples
that.
therapy right now.
It's not that I want to do that. I mean, okay, so if we had like our way, we would have done the entire thing, right?
Yeah.
But then we found out from our friend OK. I don't know if you remember from the Camino videos last time. Our friend OK, who lives in Sweden, he's actually starting the Camino
Norte on July 23rd, guys.
and he's gonna go all the way to Santiago again. And I would have
cool.
jumped on that like this because that would have been for me.
But then you
I'm
would have gone
dying.
in Norway, Sweden, and Finland in the winter.
Well, that's the problem. So like we had a debate as to which Camino to do, and you know we said okay, let's do France because it'd be cute, and we're here, and and we have a lot of errands to do in France. That if we were to do like Norte for 5 days, it would have been a logistical nightmare. So it didn't really work out that well. So, but if you had my question as to which one I'd rather do, this one or Norte,
Yeah.
I'd do Norte in a heartbeat. You'd rather do this one.
I like the idea of doing Norte, but when we originally decided to do this one, we had talked about exploring buying a little house in rural France. So the idea was kind of to hike it and kind of look at property, kind of a place not to live full time, but to go back and kind of recharge to. And then that kind of obviously fell through the cracks since we're only doing 4 days. So I'm up for Norte too. I mean, I'm kind of go with the flow. I'll go with whatever
Either
they
way,
want to do. But
we're here, we're enjoying it, we're having fun.
all right, we got
and
some
no
questions
complaints.
here. Do the Trans-Siberian Railway, Moscow to Beijing in 6 days.
That's part of the
That's
plan.
part of our 2020 plan of our way to get to Asia.
That's part
if we
of
can
it.
make it work.
We gotta get visas first.
Ernie says, oh, hello from Salt Lake City, Utah. And will the kids be joining you today? Love your kids. Okay, Ann. Ann, we met up with Ann at our meetup in New York City. The kids were supposed to join us, but here's the deal. The place we're staying said they had Wi-Fi, and the kids don't want to be on here for an hour. So they were going to pop in and out. But we couldn't leave everything at the place because we have a lot of equipment and there's no locks in anything. And after being robbed in Belgium, I know it wasn't on a hike, but we're still super, super gun shy. So they stayed at the albergue or the gîte with our stuff.
We're not
so,
worried. We're not really worried about the people. But if you leave a room unattended, you're just like, okay, maybe.
Yeah. So that's why they're not here. They were going to come on for 10 or 15 minutes, chat with everyone. You guys could ask them some questions, and we'll do another live with them. It just didn't work out in this current situation.
We're definitely gonna do it live from Norway because what we're seeing.
Oh my gosh.
What we've
From
seen
Nordcap.
Sure, if we have service. That's sort of the caveat to everything nowadays.
So Rob says, prepare yourself for the weather this week. 40 degrees Celsius heading up from Africa. Drink lots. Oh my
Thank you.
gosh. This might officially be the naked Camino for us. I'm just kidding.
Stop
Where in the world?
I'm excited
Karen and
about
I-
that. I mean, we're starting at like 5 a.m., so it's not really that awful. And like today, we were done by 12:30ish.
Yeah, we stopped super early.
Right.
All right, so where in the world with Karen and Wayne said they walked the Camino Frances in May and stayed at the Albergue Villa de Obrigo. Christine remembered you guys. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about Christine today because the gîte that we're in, the lady is not so nice and not so friendly and has very strict rules. And we were actually reminiscing about Christine and how sweet she was, guys. She was oh my God, our time with her was wonderful.
They're really cute. That was
Yeah.
one of my favorite episodes.
That was one of my favorite places to stay
of
too.
the entire Camino. Just, I mean, that speech that she gave at the end, it was
Yeah.
like, it was amazing.
I'm so glad you guys enjoyed staying there. Ernie, enjoy hearing about your adventures. Thank you. Will, your mom. Hi, Rosa.
Hi,
Any
Mom.
plans for Avalon's birthday tomorrow? So Avalon,
I don't know if she's watching.
she can't. She doesn't have Wi-Fi there.
Okay, good.
Avalon is turning 15 years old tomorrow, and she had her only goal for the last Camino that we were on is that she wanted to be done by her birthday, and just chill on her birthday. So we ended the day before, and this year we said, "Do you want to take the day off for your birthday?" And she said, "No, I'll hike it."
So this year we're gonna have like a Camino quinceañera.
We're gonna put her in a ball gown and have her hike the Camino that tomorrow.
So for the very few of you who actually know what that is, it's essentially like a sweet 16s, but for the 15s for like the Latin community. And so.
And Avalon's half Latin.
So there's gonna be like a whole like.
Oh, wouldn't that be so funny if we
That
pull
would
the
be
dress
hilarious.
out of the bag and said you get to wear this today, Laura?
There's gonna be a whole court and everything else, like a debutante ball, and we're gonna have it with like Camino shoes.
Oh my God, she would kill us.
Oh my goodness.
So our plan for her birthday is we always do the same thing. We're kind of breakfast in bed, which she obviously won't get on the Camino. We blow up balloons and put them in the room, and then we each make a little something. We got her some of her favorite French candy, and then we'll give her an adventure. And so each year we give the kids an adventure for their birthday and for Christmas. And the adventure we're gonna give her.
Don't say it.
She's not gonna watch this.
No, it's gonna be a vlog. Well, okay, fine, say it.
No, we're not gonna say you. That's right. We're not gonna say you.
No.
We're not gonna say it. Okay, ready? You want to say it?
Sure.
We're gonna stay in an ice hotel in Sweden. How cool is that? So that's her adventure. She won't get to kind of collect on it until the middle of August, but there's not much we can do for an adventure on the Camino except let's hike some more.
Well, and have like 5 ice creams.
Right.
That she may have, but sort of that's the game for tomorrow.
Fulan says, I would like to thank you for sharing your adventures and your videos. It feels great to be part of the family. Thank you and good luck. Thank you. That is really, really sweet. And let's take a moment and thank, well, I hate it when I get all emotional, but I know we're not stopping yet, but I'm just going to say thank you guys. Thank you for,
This
being
is
part
really
of,
special, having this community grow.
It really is, and I don't know if you guys know how much it means to us because we're not saying it on every blog like thank you, we love you guys.
I think we should.
I think we should.
But we just focus on the story that we're trying to tell,
Yeah.
and it's kind of, I don't know. So thank you.
We are truly humbled and grateful and appreciative that you want to kind of hear this WorldTowning travel life story and be part of our lives, and you make great suggestions about things to do and books to read, and you're a great support system. And I think
And you guys are really good about sort of giving us suggestions and sort of things to do, activities for the kids.
and
as well.
correcting us when we're wrong because we travel full time. We're not encyclopedia or Wikipedia, and we make mistakes, and we appreciate you always do it so kind, and we appreciate that. It's really helpful, and we get to learn as well. And thank you for not making fun of us when we pronounce things poorly, because we do.
There are a few haters out there, but that's okay.
That's okay.
We don't like to sort of. Anyway.
We don't focus on the haters.
No.
So anyway, thank you guys so much. It really is amazing, and we can't thank you enough for your support. So let's see. Okay, back to comments before I start crying. Good morning, Debs. Good morning from Eugene, Oregon. Happy birthday, Avalon. Thank you, Michael Commons. Love the speech. Love all your videos on the Camino. The drone shots are dreamlike. Thanks for hauling the kitchen sink. Did you guys hear? I don't know if you follow us on Instagram stories, you know that Will has a new pack. Well,
Yeah. So the kitchen sink is no longer. In fact, it's funny because I think we talked about this.
it went
before.
into the Camino Hall of
Recycling
Fame.
bin.
Hall of Fame.
And to cut.
They bronzed it.
Basically, when we were done with the last Camino, the kitchen sink was just bad.
Spent. That was not its first Camino.
There was-
that was not its first prom.
Yeah, so there was a little bit of a tear here and there. There's no sort of chest strap. It was not fit for.
It wasn't
being used
fit for
again.
the Camino, really.
No. So we left it with the people who bought or who fixed our RV. And we said, can you find someone who can use it? They said, sure. I don't know if that meant we can find a dumpster or what, but he said he can find someone. So we left it behind. And I'm using a new one. I'm using her old backpack, which is not the one she used on her last Camino, but just another one she had laying around, which surprisingly enough,
I have a whole collection.
we carry in the RV. We complain about space, but yet we carry extra backpacks. It makes no sense. But anyway, so that's what I'm using, and it's a nice shade of fuchsia.
And so we took to the Instagram community and asked them what it should be called. And you can't see what other people are suggesting. And it was more than 3. It was like 8. It was 3 initially, like 3 on the first day, and then you went up to 8. People actually said Barney. You know, Barney.
The big purple dinosaur.
How does that song go?
I love you, you love me,
we're a happy
yeah,
family.
that
It's
one.
like us guys with you. So it's officially named Barney, and it might actually be able to do another Camino because it's barely been used.
So we're very excited. Barney is not as full as last time because only 4 days. However, you know what? I took an inventory of the stuff that I have in my bag, and it is like 75% electronics,
Yeah.
and like 3 pairs of shorts or shirts, and like
No underwear.
And yeah, basically,
We won't go there.
it's gonna be a good time.
All right. Barry says, funny to see people with expensive modern shoes. We're struggling with blisters, and we walked blister free with medieval leather boats with no comfort whatsoever. I know. People spend a lot of money on gear. That's kind of why we never did a gear video because, hold on, it's a tractor going by.
It's a
John Deere tractor.
It's very pretty.
That's why we never did kind of a gear, you know, what clothing we're wearing and is it fast drying, all this stuff. We just kind of took what we had and rolled with it. And it seemed to work, except for the fact that I had a ton of blisters. So maybe I should have been wearing those medieval
Today,
leather boots.
this trip,
Well,
we're going very backwards here.
here's the thing. I'm just wearing these
So she's wearing Keens.
because I hate these Keens. I've had them for about 5 years,
And we're
and
going
they're in a
100
closet.
kilometers.
And I'm just gonna use them for this. I didn't want to buy new hiking shoes, and then I'm just gonna donate them because I'm just so done with
So
Keens.
if anyone has any advice for hiking with Keens for 4 days straight, as opposed to like your rest shoe,
They're gonna say take them off and go barefoot.
yeah.
All right, Rob Barney with an exclamation point. Michael, Arma skins prevent blisters. Hopefully we won't have those this time. Process services. Are you going to descend the Pyrenees to the passage Roncesvalles? No, not this. This one we're on Camino Le Puy. The Roncesvalles was the Français. So we did do that, which was beautiful.
And by the way, the start of the Camino Le Puy, which is, by the way, Le Puy on the lake, super cute town,
Oh, super cute.
and a town that I've never heard of in my life.
And then when we Wikipedia'd it, it's known for lentils, lace, and the church. The church is really pretty there.
But it's basically like this old like volcanic crevice, and there's like churches on like a big rock that seems like you can't even walk there if you wanted to. But either way, it's there. Very nice.
Oh, and we had an issue with the drone there.
No.
We're not going to tell you what it is.
No, we can tell.
You want to tell them?
We can tell. I mean, not everyone here is gonna watch the entire video. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, sneak preview.
Sneak preview. Wait, let me do comments before you do that. Helen says, I share a birthday with Avalon. Oh, that's awesome.
Happy birthday.
Are you turning 15 also?
Yes.
I know you're not.
How do you know that?
Because I know who she is.
Oh.
They went to Turkey around the same time we did, or right after, I believe. Tia says, you guys are amazing. Thank you for sharing your adventures. I feel like I'm traveling with you guys. Happy birthday to Avalon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. My mom's there. My mom's Iris.
Hi, Iris.
Barry says, the best blister prevention is walking in a relaxed way. No time pressure. Oh, wow. Then we're going to have blisters on our whole body.
Well, wait till you...
Because we never do that.
No time pressure. So yeah, the last surprise, you're gonna see why we're under time pressure. But either way, so
last night, I'm in the gîte, relaxing, working super comfortably, and then I get a text from Will that says,
come down.
come down, I need help. And I was like, oh no, he was out flying the drone. I'm like, oh, I'm like, did you crash the drone?
And I was like, bring the camera.
He's like, my hair's in my face, it's driving me crazy. He said, no, I didn't crash it, but it's complicated. I need you to come down and bring the camera. And I was like, oh boy. So I get down there, and
well, I'm a very responsible flyer. Let's put it that way. And so I am. I always am. And I always sort of make sure that everything is okay. I look at the app,
He
make
does,
sure
he
that
does.
we're sort of safe to fly. And where I stood, where I took off from, it said good to go. I'm not in a no-fly zone, and it was perfect.
I'm gonna relax while he tells the story.
Okay, I go ahead and I start flying and everything else. Next thing you know, I bring it back to land, and it says, sorry, things have changed. Now you're in a no-fly zone. And DJI drones are interesting because if you are actually in an official no-fly zone, as sort of dictated by the app, it won't let you take off. I mean, there's areas where like enhanced warning zones, everything else, but you know those, as long as you stay low and you know beyond a certain ceiling, you're fine. So I flew up, I got my shot, and I wanted to bring it back down to me, and it said, no, I cannot get to where you are because you're in a no-fly zone now. I was like, I haven't moved 1 inch. How is that possible?
It just wanted to land like
So it wanted
10 feet from
it
Will.
was like 10 feet from me, and it said, I want to land here as opposed to where you are.
And typically that would be okay,
And typically it's like,
right?
okay, I'm going to walk to you. It's no big deal.
Right.
However, there's a big stone gate in front of me. And on the other side of that gate was where the drone wanted to land. And there was a big lock on that gate, and I couldn't get there. So
It's not where it wanted to.
I was trying to find a solution to this, but then all of a sudden my battery started dying. And
He
I was
called Spidey Woman.
And I was like, what am I going to do here? So I was like peeking through the gate going, how can I land without destroying the drone so it doesn't hit a tree on the way down, because it's a totally tree-covered area. Long story short, I got the drone down. I was able to see how to get it through like the tree lines so that it would not sort of hit a tree and clip it and sort of go upside down and break the gimbal. So it landed fine. I'm good. Okay, that all being said, I couldn't get there. How on earth are we going to find this drone?
You know, it's a big medieval stone wall with a metal gate that's been locked. And so I come to the rescue thinking I'm going to figure this out because I believe there's a solution to every problem. So I climb on top of a car and climb up on the fence and then go across like the side of someone's roof. But then it was not as dangerous as it sounds. But then I realized if I jumped over, I could probably jump down, but I couldn't get out. So then we were like, what are we going to do? Okay,
what are we going to do? How do we
long
get there?
story short.
We were staying at a jeet, which is basically like an albergue, which is basically like a hostel, which is basically
there's flies in our
like
beer.
like a place to stay that has sort of beds for.
Fly in here.
Is there? That's
Yes.
okay.
Oh.
That's all right. Just pick them out. And then essentially we talked to, and it's ran by nuns.
Oh my God.
So we spoke to the nuns going, what on earth do we do? And of course, I am the truest believer that nuns are the purveyors of all things good.
They can solve anything.
They can solve any problem, period. Why? Because they're females, and females can solve any problem. And number two is that,
That's so sweet.
well, that's pretty much true. And then number two is like they're nuns, so who's gonna say no to a nun? I mean, honestly. So we spoke to the nuns, and like, and they went and saw the predicament, and like, oh, that's not good. But then the other one came on going, I know how to do this.
I know how to get in here. She knew how to get into
So
this
she
place.
knew the back way into this place. She goes, you climb that gate right there, and you can get into the park that's blocked off because it was after hours, and you'll be able to get in there because she knew how. And she stood there while Avalon and I climbed over the gate, and we went there, and we sort of snuck around, making sure there was no one there. We got the drone, we brought it back,
Crazy
and the
family.
nuns were like, yes!
They high five.
I know. It was awesome. So
A little bit of this.
So basically, you know that whole part of The Sound of Music where the Von Trapp family were aided by the nuns to go and escape and avoid sort of prosecution by the government? These were our nuns right here. They were our sister. I don't know.
People are liking your story, Will.
Anyway, so yeah. So
All
that,
right,
that
so,
was it. So we went after that. We climbed the mountains and we sang "Climb Every Mountain" and it was awesome.
Jeez. Christine says we're doing the Camino in September and October, and our kids are super inspired by your videos. Oh, awesome! You're going with your kids. I'm so happy the vlogs were really helpful. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You're gonna love it. Lady Girl says hello from Florida. Happy birthday,
Hello.
Avalon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fulan, what country are you currently in, and which are the next countries you'd like to visit? Currently in France.
France.
Next up is
A flight that's
Finland?
going to take us to Finland,
Oh,
to Finland. We're going to hop on a boat, go to St. Petersburg, Russia, spend 72 hours-ish around there, and then head on a boat again, get to Estonia, get back into our home, which is Lemonade, and then continue our European adventure, basically wrapping up through Scandinavia, then back into mainland Europe, and then basically
Denmark, Netherlands, France, and then we're done.
And then we're going to Morocco because we have a group trip there.
So two little plugs here, shameless plugs. Morocco trip, we actually had someone who had to cancel because of a health issue. We only had one. Oh, there's a bug in my eye now. Oh my gosh, a bug in our beer, a bug in my eye. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. We opened up one extra spot, so if someone wanted to go with someone else, we have 2 spots. If you're interested, all the details are all over our social media. You can message us, whatever. It's going to be an awesome trip, but I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's been all over social media, so I don't want to bore you guys, but it's going to be super cool. The other thing is, when we come back into France around the beginning of November, you probably saw it on some social media, we're selling lemonade.
Yep.
Not because we're done.
We're done.
Our
Essentially.
goal was to visit every country.
And we don't need an RV in Europe just sitting there gathering
Yeah,
dust.
I mean, our goal was to visit every country in Europe in the RV, and some of them we couldn't, right, because we had to fly to them. And the plan was a year and a half in the RV, and it'll end up being 2.5 years. And so we're going to be on to our next adventure in 2020, which will be Asia. So we're going to sell lemonade. So if anyone has any interest, we have all the details. Just email me at jessica@worldtowning.com and I'll send you all the details and stuff. And she's in excellent condition. She's been well taken care of, and she's got some spunk in her. This girl.
Well, she's at the spa right now, being primed as well.
She is. She's getting some.
She's getting some.
She's getting the trash can fixed. She's getting
some
a
screws
light
tightened
bulb,
and everything else.
Well,
When we were in the Ukraine, you're going to see this in the vlogs coming up. The Ukraine roads are not exactly the best driving roads ever. They're like the worst we've ever seen.
All
so
right.
we realized after we got out of Ukraine that we needed sort of some TLC for lemonade. And so that's that.
All right, back to comments. Family on standby. Keep the flies out of the beer. I know. There's so many flies right now. Michael, try pressing the return to home button and use the navigation sticks. I know that will override some of the restrictions.
It did, but it didn't, because it was saying you're hidden in a no-fly zone. You got problems, and at that point, and I should have maybe just stuck with it, but I was getting a little panicky, so I canceled return to home, thinking that was the right move, and then essentially it wouldn't budge any further. So maybe next time I'll keep that up. Maybe next time. Hopefully it won't happen the next time.
I'm hoping there's not a next time.
No.
Okay, just commented. Hi, okay. I know we were going to hook up in Stockholm because we're going to be in Sweden. That's where he lives. But he's going to be on Camino Norte, as we said.
Yep. If you see him, say hi, because he's loads of fun.
He is, and chat with him and walk with him and give him a hug and a kiss for us. Okay, we miss you. We miss you. We're going to do another Camino together at some point. All right. Let's see. Patrick, I miss that old guy named OK from the Camino. Do you still keep in touch with him? He's on here right now, Patrick. Say hi. He's awesome.
Perfect timing, okay?
All right, cool. I love all the emojis. Process server. All right, so let's think. Okay, we have one more surprise for you guys. And then you want to do question? You want to let them ask some questions if they want, or you want to share what's happening tomorrow?
Avalon's birthday. No, I know. Okay.
It's been a long day, guys.
Okay, so a couple of things. Number one is that we've got some new swag. Sort of not trying to peddle stuff, because God knows we make no money off the swag. We make no money off. We may lose money off the swag.
I think it costs us money, in all honesty, because we host it on a site. And I think anyway.
I mean,
it's just for the community, to everyone to be
Shopify site,
part of the community is why we do the swag, and because everyone's
requested it. We sell it at cost,
it.
so at the end of the day, we're losing cash on it. But
we do good quality stuff. We're not going to give you any of those cheap shirts.
But we like to sort of spread the word, and plus we just love the fact that we're growing the brand. So. Yeah. We should call it like that. Like, we should put like a sale. Everything at cost. It's always been there. However, everything's at cost now.
We're actually we've got a whole new order of shirts in, and we're going to actually do Camino shirts.
Yep.
We have some really cute tags lines that came in from you guys, so I'm going to probably get those ordered on Monday, and hopefully they'll be in the shop by the beginning, but first week in August. But that's not the thing you were going to tell them about.
No, I know. I'm just trying to build momentum. Okay, so...
He's trying to build the hype.
In the community tab...
We're having a baby.
About...
Oh my gosh, there's another fly in our beard.
In the community tab, about 3 weeks ago, I put up a question saying that we went ahead and we recorded a whole bunch in the Ukraine, and we shot it on a daily basis. And if we were able to release it on a daily basis, would you guys be okay with that? And for the most part, the response was yes, I'd love to see more. Some of you said yes, but please don't skimp on the quality. And other people said, you know what, once a week is enough.
But the overwhelming was more.
So starting on tomorrow, on Sunday.
I just got a message from Largo that said, where are you? Because dinner is at 7 and 7 sharp.
I know. So starting on Sunday, we're actually going to start releasing on a daily basis. When we say daily basis, because, I mean, here's the issue. For
our version of
probably like 3 weeks. So essentially, it's going to be starting Sunday, and we recorded like 14 days straight. But then we went to the U.S., so we're on this sort of like kick to try and edit like mad fire and get things out. And so you're going to see stuff 5 days a week.
5 days a week.
Sunday through Thursday.
Starting tomorrow.
And then we're going to have no videos Friday and Saturday, not because we didn't record, but because my head cannot edit that fast. So. So essentially, we're trying our darndest to get stuff out as quickly as possible because, we're,
Well, first of all, we're way behind, and second of all, well, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
but
I
second
cut
of
him
all,
off.
the format is a little bit of where you've seen now, where there's a lot of voiceover, but we're actually now doing it where we're actually giving you more insight as to our life. And
Yeah.
the whole idea of us doing the daily thing is because we realize that, just like the podcast, we realize that there's a whole angle that you're not seeing as to what this life looks like, some of you might say, well, I don't care, I just want to see the pretty places you're at, and
Those will still be there.
Those will still be there. However, there'll be glimpses as well, sort of what the day-to-day looks like as well, and with like us talking as well of sort of what that means to us and how sort of it intertwines with sort of the pretty that you see as well.
Yeah, and I mean, some people just want to come weekly and kind
We're
of just
super psyched.
veg out to the pretty and the beauty and the adventure and the excitement of it, and we just feel like we're kind of cheating you guys, like not giving you what everything else that goes along with it. That's not going to be all negative or anything like that. There's very little negative, but really sharing more so you can, especially if you want to become a world towner, you can understand what it's like, and what we go through, and what we love and what we don't love, and the challenges, and just excuse me, all of that kind of stuff. And you can take it or leave it. If you only want to watch us once a week, you continue to only watch us once a week.
However,
if you want to watch more, you watch more.
Watch out, because they're good. We've already edited 4 of them because God knows they have to be at this point. And we are, watch out. They're really good.
So basically, they're daily through Eastern Europe is what we did.
Right.
We're not committing that we're going daily forever, but we really loved everything that was going on in Eastern Europe and the experiences we were having, and we were like, we cannot just shoot one vlog a country and do kind of this lifestyle justice. Eastern Europe was a whole other ball game. I mean, we had issues at the border. We had we had. You'll see it in the vlog. We had a lot of things.
There's
that
a lot of
happened,
stuff happening,
and it's really important to kind of see this stuff and see what it's really like. And I think it's presented, and we'll edit it in a really great way. So we will love your feedback on this, guys. Really, really love your feedback. So give us your feedback, and please share our channel with your friends and your family. We really tell it how it is, as authentic as we can possibly tell in the vlogs, without sharing like him and I having a fight or the kids having a fight, because we kind of honor that bit of privacy and a couple other things of privacy that we honor.
It happens.
It does happen. I mean, we're like anyone else, right? We have good days and bad days and stress days and fight days. So we really hope you enjoy them, and
Yep.
Our goal is for 2019 was really to grow this channel and share it with more people. And so this is part of the way of doing that, is to share more of the realities of it. So
Right.
we hope you enjoy it.
By the way, speaking of sharing, if you guys can share a thumbs up down below, if you can click on that, that would be really
I just
awesome.
did it. I just thumbs up on our live.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
All right, so back to some questions here, and you guys, if you have some questions, throw them in the comments. We're going to try and answer them quickly. When I say dinner is at 7 sharp, you can't be late, or they get super mad here.
So we got 5 minutes.
All right, so
So wait. So what do you think? I mean, let us know. Are you
what do
excited?
you guys think? Put it in the comments. What do you think? Antonio from Canada, love your vlogs. Thank you. Iris, good quality swag. Thank you. Happy birthday to Alan. Thank you, Antonio. Brenda, buen camino. Quick thank you from David and Michelle in the UK for the inspiration you gave us to walk our Camino last year, and your ongoing travel. We're pushing out of our comfort zone. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Thank you. My hair's sticking out. Sorry. That's really, really sweet. Thank you. And we never go around like we want to inspire people. It's kind of I don't know, kind of egocentric.
I mean, it's almost like a byproduct.
But we're really happy to help people get out
Right.
of their comfort zone and know that it's possible, guys. We're just like you. We're like totally normal people, and it's possible, and you can do. If we can do this, you can do it. I mean, really.
Listen, I am a recovering accountant, and if you want to figure out how to do something, like for instance, how to edit a vlog and shoot a vlog, you just have to look it up. I mean, there's nothing really crazy about any formula. Perhaps maybe how to do like nuclear physics, but I
do that.
I'm sure you can look that up on Google or YouTube as well. But there's nothing that hard to do, including sort of doing this life. And so if you guys want to ask us how to do it, or you guys want to go and look it up, or you want us to help you, that's fine. At the end of the day, I think that there is, if you want something to happen, you just make it happen.
Yeah, you just make it happen.
And
We're not 21 guys, and we figured it out, and we're a little slower than we used to be too. So, all right. M says, happy birthday to Avalon. Thank you. Shendrit says, where are you planning to come, or are you planning to come again to Kosovo? I would love to come to Kosovo again. It's not in the near future, but we absolutely will be back. We loved Kosovo. David, can't wait for the daily vlogs. Thank you. Renchal, hi. We're coming your way, girl. Lady girl, happy to hear. We'll see more vlogs. Thank you. What's that called again?
it's a super chat.
Super chat. Thank you,
$2 super
Iris.
chat. Thank you.
Thank you. What's that?
She typed that in.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Herman says hi. Hi, Herman. All right. Any questions, guys? We got about like 2 minutes, and then we got to go to dinner because if we're late, all hell breaks out.
That's okay.
It does.
That's okay.
I hope you guys have found this YouTube Live helpful, useful, that we've given you kind of an idea of where we're going, what we're doing. We could not do any of this without your support in this community. And like I said before, but we always end the lives like this because it's true. Thank you. Thank you for believing in us and seeing this and trusting it and all that kind of good stuff.
I mean, basically, when it came to these videos, and if you think about sort of what we've done and actually the progression is that we started sort of producing for the kids.
Yeah, to document our life.
To document our lives for the kids. And it's grown into something which has been sort of really nice. I know a lot of people say that sort of, we started YouTube because of this, and that's, I don't want to start mocking people, but essentially, I mean, we started editing because of the fact that, it was very fun and the kids loved to watch it. The kids still love to watch it, but then
the kids are watching Old Ones the other night. It was so cute. I love it.
But now it's more like trying to create an art form, and
also I think it's so important for you guys to see that people do this, and we're not multimillionaires, and we're not trust funds. We just did this. It's not always easy, but we did it. And
right. If you think about sort of,
and I gotta cut Will off because he works so hard on these videos, guys. He works so hard. We all shoot them together as a family. He does most of the shooting. He does all the editing. It's fabulous. And thank you.
I know. Thank you.
I'm not gonna cry.
Appreciate that. I do appreciate it.
All right.
It is a labor of love.
Lady girl wants to know what's for dinner. I think we're getting lentils because we're vegetarian now, and that seems to be the thing of the choice food here, and really good salads. Hi guys, I've been binge watching your channel since discovering last week. Love, love, love. Thank you so much. I'm going to Turkey next month for 3 weeks and love watching your time there. Thank you, Annabelle. Thank you, Processor, for the 4-leaf clover. I love it. And thanks, Ann. Pop Bob, love all you. God bless from Morocco. Morocco, we're coming for you soon. Valerie,
She's had no coffee, by the way, today.
Can you speak more slowly? Not everyone is born in English-speaking countries. Valerie, that is a great point. And next time we do a live, please, I don't get offended. Just I speak really fast, and I think that's important, and I forget. So thank you. Please say that at the beginning of the next one, and we will do our best. You might need to remind me a couple times because I get overexcited. Brenda, hi Brenda. Patrick, thank you, Will. All right, 2 minutes, and we need to pay for a beer and get to dinner.
Well, I think I may stay here.
Oh, you're right, because Avalon's teaching her thing. Okay.
Avalon's got a book club that she's doing.
No, she's private tutoring
she's
tonight.
Private tutoring.
All right, Avalon private tutors if anyone needs a tutor for their kid, by the way. All right, guys, thank you.
Yep, and so
Bye.
with that, we are out of here, and
have a great day, night, morning, wherever you are.
Yeah, and I hope you guys like the daily starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
We don't really know how to shut this off, so give us a minute.
How do you do? Okay, yes. Start. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Goodbye. We're gonna